We've just watched one of the most dramatic finals of 2025 since probably the French Open men's title that we've had a most dramatic match. On the women's side, this is probably the most crazy match we've seen, with Eala and joint winning after 7 championship points. Obviously, very emotional finish to the match for both players. Let's go have a listen to what they had to say in the post-match interview. So this is what Eala had to say straight after the match. I want to congratulate Maya for a great match and a great tournament. You did really well. If I was to lose to anyone this week, it would definitely be you. Congratulations. It's my first WTA final. It's a big deal for me, for my country too, because it's historic. It's the first time a Filipino has done anything. That's why I'm so emotional, but it's only the first. And then Joint came on and said, what a week. Amazing playing, Alex. Great week. We'll definitely be playing in many more finals. You've been having such an amazing year. Great job to you and your team. And let's go take a look at both players side by side on the grass courts, because both have been very good over the last couple of weeks, especially this week, of course, and both have got very tough matches at Wimbledon in the first round. So having a look at what Joint's been up to over the last month, she actually won a tournament just before Roland Garros in Rabat, and then played Roland Garros, lost in the first round to Tomanovic. But then straight after that, she did play a clay court title and got to the semifinals there. She lost in the first round in Nottingham, and then of course won this title by beating Jabeur, Raducanu, Pavlyuchenkova, Blinkova, and also Eala. And now we'll go on to play Samsonova, who is a very good grass court player. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Joint does at Wimbledon after such an emotional final. Having a look over at Eala's last month, and she's been probably the most active player on the grass post Roland Garros. So, of course, she lost in the first round of Roland Garros. She then lost in the first round in Birmingham in a challenger event. Then made the quarterfinals with Ilkley. She then qualified for Nottingham, making it to the first round, lost to Lynette, and then, of course, qualified here and took out players like Ostapenko and Yastremska to make the final, and then with championship points lost the Joint in that final. She's got to play Krejcikova, defending champion, on centre court on Tuesday, day 2 of Wimbledon. So both have to go in playing very tough grass court players in their first rounds. There it is. That's what both players had to say, and that's what both players have done over the last month. And going into Wimbledon, both of these players, they've got to like their chances in their first rounds. I mean, Samsonova can be a little bit off at times, so Joint with the confidence of that winning that title. And Eala, she's going to be looking to try and get over this final, which was so heartbreaking, and she could beat Krejcikova. I think that it's a great opportunity for her. She has nothing to lose, but let me know down in the comments below. Is this the final or the best match of the year? Is this the match of the year for the WTA side? Of course, the men's side of things, it's got to be the French Open final, but is this match of the year for the ladies? It's been a very interesting final set score. I don't think any match has had that kind of score in a final. The Australian Open semi-final was pretty dramatic, though, between Swiatek and Keys, and that's probably the best comparison, but there it is. That's what both players had to say after the final, and what a final it was.